Ladies and gentlemen, this is ghostx and welcome back to another video. So this weekend is the last weekend before April 2nd, which is, the date where the Shattered Veil comes out. And we actually have a double XP event going on this weekend. So I wanted to go ahead and show you one of the easiest strategies for procedure progression, XP acquisition, or gobblegum acquisitions as well. And that's going to be on Citadelle Demo. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. Let's get started. Okay, so we are on Citadelle Demo. We'll start things off by turning on the Rampage Inducer for the first few rounds. And looks like, Citadelle Demo is the most favored map so far, at least from the little survey that I did on my YouTube channel, which most of you guys chose Citadelle Demo as #1 favorite map so far. And we also had a discussion about how Terminus Island was the most comprehensive map, yet still a lot of people are not playing it, probably for the complexity of the map and maybe because it's more difficult than the other maps, or whatever we have so far, if you compare it to Citadelle Demo or Liberty Falls. But I don't know, that's the impression that I get from a lot of viewers these days. And since Citadelle was the #1 on that little survey, so I wanted to go ahead and come into Citadelle Demo and show you one of my best strategies for XP and prestige progression and gobblegum as well. Alright, so while we're setting up this strategy, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Shattered Veil, the new map that is coming out in a few days. But before that, let me go ahead and explain to you what we're going to do over here. We're going to go ahead and open up all the doors and get to the backup punch area and talk to Mr. Craft, and then we'll go ahead and get 2 swords, and I'll explain why we get in 2 swords for this strategy. But keep in mind, this is not the directed mode, this is the standard mode. And also, this is not a glitch, this is a complete legit playing of the game. I am so excited for Shattered Veil. It is way overdue at this point after we had a little bit of a delay, and actually for the past 10 days at least, not a lot of players tuning in to zombies because we don't have new content, and this new map will definitely get us back. As far as I understand so far, on April 2nd, only zombies and multiplayer will be available for 24 hours, which means no Warzone. I mean, with all this Warzone marketing and the return of Verdansk, zombies barely got any marketing, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm glad that we got a trailer of the Shattered Veil, which is still not an actual gameplay, but hey, I'll take it. The return of double tap is actually very exciting. I think having a double tap will change the way we play all maps. It will change the weapons we use, the approach to higher rounds, and will change actually the strategies for boss fights, all boss fights that we have so far. The Shattered Veil looks pretty nice, graphics wise, has a variety of elemental or environmental elements, I should say. It has a close quarters and some open areas as well. Looks like there is front yard and the mansion itself, and there is basement or lower level, and I think there is also backyard or garden as well. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see about it. So yeah, I'm very excited for the Shattered Veil, and I think it will give us a good progression of the story, to be honest with you. Now let's get back to Citadelle Demo and let's talk about the strategy a little bit more. Okay, so we are at round 10, and the point is to kill one of those helmet or bucket zombies to get a stamp so you can unlock the swords. And here is the first bucket zombies, and here's the first stamp. We'll go ahead and unlock the lion sword at this point. Okay, here we go. This is the lion sword. Let's unlock it, and the glowing parasites will come out. And as you know, you have to kill 4 glowing parasites, which sometimes only 3 spawn per round, and you have to wait for another round to get the 4th one, which is so annoying. But I mean, it's not that crazy annoying, and I'm sure most of you guys know the steps for this upgrade of this sword, so we're gonna go ahead and skip it at this point. Okay, so here we go. We got the upgraded lion sword, and at this point we're gonna go ahead and try to get another stamp because we're gonna need another sword. Now here's another stamp, and before we unlock the second sword and upgrade it, which is actually the light sword, we'll go ahead and get the horseshoe over here because we're gonna need it to open up the incantation, as the light sword incantation is really important for the strategy, to be honest with you. All right, we'll go ahead and put the lion sword back and get the light sword, and we'll come over here to look for the lightning rod from this zombie. Here we go, and I think we need one more to upgrade this light sword that we have. This one as well, I think most of you guys know how to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip it, but basically you need to upgrade the light sword. Okay, here we go. We have the upgraded light sword. We'll go ahead and actually do the incantation of the horseshoe, and that basically means that we have to use the cannon to throw ourselves through there. And here we go. There's a storm, and there's the upgraded horseshoe. We'll go ahead and open up the incantation, and I'm doing it right now because I have the light sword, which I'm going to use to open up the incantation eventually and kind of get the incantation out of it and kind of equip it, you know what I mean? All right, at this point we have the light incantation, which I have equipped it, as you can C, and we have the Lion Sword already unlocked, which I'm going to use mainly for this strategy. In the process of doing all of that, make sure you get yourself some perks, most importantly the Melee Macchiato and the Juggernaut. For Melee Macchiato, make sure that you have the Espresso Augment chosen, and for the Jug, I think the most important one is a Retaliation Augment. The strategy is basically playing the game. I think playing the game and going through its challenges is the most rewarding in terms of XP. I could be wrong, but this is what I think, to be honest with you. There are multiple spots to use if you want to be idle for a little bit, but not AFK. All of what I'm showing you here today cannot be for AFK because you will be down for sure if you leave it on auto kill. You know what I mean? This is one of the spots to use, which is pretty good one. You have the cave slide behind you, which you can use if things get out of hand or if you want to go to the spawn area to get perks or do a SAM trial or whatnot. But when you have parasites, whether they're like included in any rounds or parasite round in general, they will be able to damage you from distance. So you cannot be here idle. You have to actually play the game, you know what I mean? And this is actually another spot you can use. It's the fireplace in the swords room. Zombies will be coming from one direction most of the time. Parasites will not damage you that often, but it could happen. And again, this is not AFK. Definitely you can do this spot for AFK if you are in the directed mode. You just need to get to round 12 because at round 12 the parasite will flip into a double gas, and in that case you will not have, you know, parasites shooting at you from a distance. And like I said, there are multiple locations across the map where you can be to farm zombies, and here like at the bar area is one of the spots that I really like to be here and use it to you know, farm zombies, which they will come from one direction only. If you stand here by the stairs, basically they will not flank you. I recommend trying to do all SAM trials available, like they will spawn in your game. I mean, most of them if you can, because they will give you more zombies, they will give you rewards, they will give you XP as well. The reason we did the light incantation because we can do this. Watch it. Here we go. Boom. And yeah, instant kill of the amalgams of the double gas. That's the use of the light incantation. And you know, having the vulture ed perk, you will be able to pick up, you know, a lot of light incantations that the zombies will drop. The light incantation, you know, they're also available outside this bar area by the incantation itself, which you can pick as well if you run out. You can definitely turn on the rampage inducer at this point, but you know, I wanted to warn you guys because, you know, things could get really ugly in higher rounds with rampage inducer with this specific strategy. I mean, there are other strategies that you can do with a rampage inducer to higher rounds, and one of them is on Liberty Falls using the jet gun, but sometimes, you know, that doesn't work. It actually didn't work for a lot of people, as I was getting the feedback from a lot of viewers telling me that they would, you know, get disconnected and whatnot. So that doesn't work for some people. That's why, you know, we got to explore other strategies. I was really surprised by this SAM trial because I've never seen it before. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. Have you seen something like this? I mean, this, you know, SAM trial asking you to stay inside the fountain or whatever, you know, the statue area by the spawn area. You don't have to kill any zombies. You just need to stay here. I've never seen it in very sequestered or very small, tiny space like this one before. And this just, you know, kind of triggered my mind to, you know, what if we do all SAM trials? I mean, what other SAM trials it could spawn? I don't think a lot of people done SAM trials in very high rounds because they're so dangerous to do. But I'm kind of curious what kind of surprises we would get, you know, from SAM trials and higher rounds. I don't know. Let me know if you've done it. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know. I would be, you know, more than, you know, excited to hear stories from you guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let myself go down and let this parasite take me. We'll go ahead and see how much we got of XP in 1 hour. And here we go. We got like a total essence of 300,000 and 2,940 eliminations, and the XPs will be 70,000 almost, and with the double XP it went up to like 144. No, actually it's more, 151,000 XPs. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what do you think, and drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.